The deadline in this sector for voluntary presentation at the experimental center is 6 o'clock.
You're supposed to be an artist. Use your imagination.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm all out.
What's happening, everybody? Shelton J, Think About It Radio. I got a special interview with you guys, man. Today, this morning. It's all good, man. I got Mr. Rudi Wilburn, recording artist, Chocolate Lips Record. Man, this guy's an author, recording artist, entertainer, just an all-around good guy. See, I said morning and night because it's afternoon there and it's morning here, all the way from Switzerland. Mr. Rudi Wilburn, how are you, my brother?
Hey, hi Shelton. I'm doing great. How you doing, my friend?
I cannot complain, man, even if I wanted to. Man, cannot complain.
That's what life is all about. Let's don't complain. Let's just get through life and do what we got to do, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Indeed, indeed. And then speaking of doing what we got to do, you do a lot. You're doing a lot and you're moving around. Man, please let the people know how to get a hold of you, how to just see what Mr. Rudi Wilburn is doing out here in this world.
But if they really want to stay in contact with me, then the way to do it is on Facebook. So that would be Rudi Wilburn, 2 Rudis with an I, Wilburn, on Facebook. And that's the easiest way at the moment. Oh, you can go to thewilburns.com, and you can also see the Facebook page. Or you can just Google Rudi Wilburn, and you'll get me right there for sure.
I can dig it, Mr. Rudi Wilburn. Man, I put those tracks up the other day, right? And it was real smooth. And I when I was playing one of it, I was like, that sounds like Barry White right there. You know, he got that smooth baritone, man, voice with it, man. And now, you've been singing, man, for what? For how long?
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Let's see. I have to go back to figure out when I was born. 1950 is when I was born, and I started singing probably around 1963 in the church choir because, you know, I was born in Brownwood, Texas, at a little bitty town in central Texas. And every Sunday it was in the church. Every Sunday in the church. So I started at 13. One of the first songs that I sang, I remember now, was Oh Happy Day, because I had kind of a higher voice then. And once I sing lead on Oh Happy Day, whoa, that did it, man. I started going to... So I went to a sock hop one time in Brownwood, Texas, and I got up and I sang Junior Walker's Shotgun with the band that came from Houston, Texas. And after the song, the guy looked at me and he says, man, don't let nobody tell you can't sing. You just keep singing and keep doing what you do.
Right
so
on. Encouragement.
I took that, you know, and I was only 15 years old at that time. But really, I couldn't wait to get on my own because there was no bands in Brownwood, Texas, except our little high school bands that were really great for us. But I wanted another level. And I reached for it when I got about 20 years old or so.
Levels, another level. And now, you, man, you all over the place. You have your sons with you now, and they're experiencing these things, man. How do they feel about it, the journey that they're taking with you?
They love it. They love it. As a matter of fact, Ellington is the oldest. He's 28. And then Madison is 26. And about 10 years ago, Ellington came to me and said, Dad, I want to sing with you. And I said, you want to sing with me? What about everything else in life? He goes, I don't care. I want to do what you do, Dad. And so I said, well, okay, you can do it, but you better be good at it, or you're not going to... And 2 years later, the middle one, he came and he said the same thing, and they're still with me right now. They're still with me, and they're on stage, and we're getting ready to make a new Wilburn family, father and son CD that's going to be coming out in a few months also.
Thank you, man. That's cool. I appreciate the last one that you sent to us, man. I liked it, man. You guys do good work together. Great work together.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, man. I mean, it has to be an amazing feeling, though, you know, to keep it in the family, you know, because oftentimes you hear with families and stuff, you know, infighting, separating, you know, really can't even get along as they should. And so by seeing you setting that example, you know, with your sons and stuff, man, I mean, that's just really amazing to see. And I commend you for that. I really do.
Well, you know, that family thing, it happens, and it happens a lot. It even happened with us, sometime on stage. But we're not going to stop working together. Mm-hmm. What I teach my kids is, we can have an argument right here, but don't take it out that door when we get ready to go home, because I don't want to hear it again. Just drop it. We never talk about it again. And that's what we do. And the subject never comes up again, so until the next time a problem arises, but we'll always know when to shut our mouth and stop talking about it. Mainly.
You're right. Immediately. And now you can move on to the solutions because you don't get caught up in the problems and the issues. I like that. That's a great approach.
Yeah,
great approach, man.
Just figure out the solution to the problem that we're talking about, because every problem, there is a solution, and there's going to be problems.
Man, we've talked about this a long time ago. I remember a conversation that you had with me, and that conversation resonated with me when I was telling you that I was first thinking about starting, the podcast and stuff like that. And you told me from your book, also, man, get your book, promote your book too. We want to talk about that as well. But you told me something, man, about balance and the importance of that. I would really like my listening audience, man, to hear that, a little bit of what you told me on that, man, because that really resonated with me, and I appreciate that conversation.
Bring that back to mind again, because I didn't hear everything that you just said, please.
We were sitting around, and we was talking about we're sitting out back, and we were talking about me moving forward with a podcast and doing something, with the radio and all that, and then you told me about the importance of balance. How important that was that I gained that, because I was like spitting a bunch of ideas out, and you was like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah, well, the whole thing about that is like the human mind is always thinking, and sometimes we can think ahead. We do think ahead of ourselves a lot of times. Of course, we always do. That's just nature of it. But then that balance, when you want that balance to come in, a lot of people don't know that balance comes in because the head, which is the brain, is always talking to you, always telling you to do something, always telling you, do this, do that. And sometimes it's right and sometimes it's wrong. Now that balance comes in when you listen to your heart, when the head and the heart are together and you have no problem whatsoever with either one of them inside your body, inside your soul. You got some balance going there, because your head's going to tell you to do things that your heart's not going to tell you to do. And if you do it and it's wrong, it wasn't your heart talking. You out of balance. Your balance needs to be with the head and the heart 100% within each other and communicating with each other. For sure.
Message.
This is the kind of balance that you mean, right?
Yes, yes. Because
and I remember talking to you and just letting you know that, hey, nothing is impossible if those two are connected. If you're connected spiritually within yourself, and you got your head and your heart in the palm of your hand, man, you can't go wrong.
You're right, man.
Because you're listening to both at the same time. You're not listening to one or the other, and there's no struggle. There's no fight between the two of them. A lot of people struggle and fight among themselves because they don't have that balance between the heart and the head.
Say that again. Hold on, man. I got to give you the hand clap on that one, man. You get the hand clap on that one. please say that again.
that struggle is between a lot of people. When they don't have the head and the heart in balance, that's where they have the biggest problem in their life. And their life will never come together unless they realize the head and the heart goes like hand in glove. And those two have to agree. It can't be 10% agree over here and 80% agree over here. They both have to agree 50-50 with each other. And we do that. When you decide to go to bed at night, and you know you're going to get up in the morning, your head and your heart are in communication with each other. And you know that's what's going to happen.
You're right.
So it's easy to put those two together. But it's hard to realize when it is going down and when it is happening. You see? But because, like I just said, we know that you're going to go to bed tonight. You know you're going to look through the grace of God, of course. And that's your head and your heart telling you that.
This is true.
You see?
You're right.
That's just the small. That's a very small example, but that example should be taken really into consideration to everybody that are beginners and everybody that really don't know how to think spiritually for themselves. You see what I mean? You see your natural man that T.J. Jakes talk about. You got the spiritual man, and you just got the man that think he knows both of it and all of it. But which one brings you in the balance? That's all that matters.
Very true. Very true. You know, which one are you going to feed?
The spiritual man is the one that's going to bring you in balance. That's when once you figure out what that spiritual balance is between you and your heart and your head, and you got that in the palm of your hands, man, it's nothing is impossible. I'm telling you.
That connection is awesome. You're right, man. That connection is awesome because you walk with that confidence and knowing as if it's already done because as if someone told you, but someone did and something did tell your spirit, right? Go forth and do it because everyone is made beautiful, man. Everyone is made special. You know, God said He made everyone a masterpiece, right? So when you look at masterpieces, you're like, wow, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful, and everyone has a chance to succeed. You know, I mean, I've been singing professionally since 1970, and I've been calling it success ever since then because I get a chance to do it, and I don't have to do anything else except go on stage and sing, write songs, get in the studio. I don't have to have two jobs, a 9-to-5 and a music job. That's where I'm blessed, for sure.
You're doing what you love, man. I mean, you get
what I love, and I'm telling you this. I'm thanking God every day for letting me do what I love. And I don't let a minute go by without saying thank you, Lord, for something. If it's only let me walk through the door. If it's only let me drink a glass of water. But you know, we got to be thankful. We got to be thankful. A lot of us don't know, but we all got angels around us, and I don't even want to get started with that. Of course.
Let's think about a radio, man. You can get started with whatever, man. It's all about solution-oriented radio. You dig? So it's all good.
I'm getting started now, bro.
Hey, it's all good, man. You said you blocked out some time, so it is all good. I mean, because these messages need to be talked about, and we have to get these things out. And again, excuse me, the whole goal is to put stuff out to make people actually think. You know, stuff that's not always on the forefront of your mind, and that's why I was excited about sitting down and chopping it up with you because you just have so much wisdom and you're willing to share it, you know, just so eloquently and just so freely, and I just really appreciate that because sometimes people have information and they'll be kind of stingy with it, and so that's why I was really excited about your opportunity to just chop it up with you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
And it's not that they're stingy with it. We all got a lot of stuff inside of us, and it's not that we're stingy with it. It's just that we don't know what to do with it.
True.
We don't know where to channel it. You know, if people would really think about what they want to do and then just do it and channel their energy into it. But it's difficult for a lot of people when they are single moms and have to work 9 to 5 and pick up the kid at the end of the day and cook and put the kid in the bed and do the same thing the next day. That's a boring life. But being a mom is being a mom. You see what I mean? If you're going to be a mom, you got to be a mom.
Yeah,
but you don't have to, you don't got to be a mom. You're always a mom once you got a child, you know. But those first 12, 13, 14 years is when you really got to be there and be a mom. When that kid can go home and start making his own done and his own done, and then you can start thinking for yourself on an individual level.
I like
because
that.
in another 5 years, that kid is going to be probably out of your house, in college, da-da-da. And that's when a single mom should start making her career decisions. It's after about 15 years of that child being born.
That makes a lot of sense. You know, now you can give yourself a break and an opportunity to move forward and do some things that you want to do with your life.
Hey, bro, I got 3 boys, let me tell you, and I'm glad they're 28, 26, and 24 right now because at Deep, my wife and I, we saw all of that happen, and we stayed with them the whole time. And now the kids are out on their own, and they're just digging life to the full fullest, you know.
It's beautiful.
So I would say that, you know, and the hard part about it is not everybody can stay together as long as me and my wife been together for 33 years.
33. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. But it's so easy to give up in a relationship. And why give up? Why even get together